Good morning crafters, it's Fiona Whitehead here again from craftystamping.blogspot.co.uk, and today I've got a little what I call my acetate box tutorial for you. This is on a box that I bought. It had some candles in it and I got it from Sainsbury's, a shop in the UK, and they were large candles, and I did what most crafters do when we get a box. I took it all apart, had a look at it and thought I loved the box. It was too big for our papers, so I downsized it and came up with this little thing, which is great for mascaras, lipsticks, anything like that, chocolates, or a wink of Stella in this one. This is a non-Christmassy one really, so that could be good for birthdays or whatever. And this one has got our candy cane lane, so that's the one I'm going to use today. So we start off with a piece of DSP, Designer Series paper, in measuring 6 inches by 10 inches. I'm going to do it in imperial if that's okay, and all the metric measurements will be on my blog. I don't want to confuse you with throwing out lots of measurements at you. It's confusing enough with all the cutting we've got to do. So on the short side we are going to be scoring at 1/2 inch. Let me just measure that up. 1/2 inch. Oh, yep, got it. 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, and 5.5. And then on the short side, on both sides of the paper, we're going to be scoring at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 2 inches, and the same on the other side, 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 2 inches. Turn it around to get the 2 inch. There we go. And that's all for now. Pop that away. And now we just have to burnish our score lines. It's quite a good idea to burnish them because this box will fold together without any glue. You can glue it if you really want to, but if we do all the cuttings right, it will just fold into itself. So it's a great little box that you don't have to glue. It's always a bonus. Just make sure we've got all our lines burnished, and then we're going to do some cutting. Okay, now with our paper in front of us with the thin side towards us, we are going to be cutting down to that 2 inch score line we made. This small triangle on the right hand side. So cut that all the way down to there on all 4 sides. So we don't want that one, make sure I've got the right one. There we go. You can feel the score lines half the time when you can't see it on the paper, but you can feel them. So make sure I've got down to the right one. Yeah, we're going all the way down to that one, so it's the last score line that we've got there. There we go, and the same on this side. There we go, get rid of those. Now the next cut we're going to do is this first one. And again, we're going to cut right the way down to the bottom, to that 2 inch mark, and the same on that one. Then miss this one out. Well, not missing it out because we're cutting it. So we cut that one as well, and we cut that one as well, and the same on the other side. I have a problem with cutting straight. Apparently it's something to do with my eyes, that's my excuse. But I'm not a very good straight cutter. There we go. So this is what we have at the moment, all our little flaps. And what we're going to do now is we're going to cut these ones off here. So this one and this one are going to come off on these two. So off and off. Keep that one as it is. And then off and off. So that's 2 folds you're cutting off. And the same on this side. So that's 1, 2, that's 2. That's coming off. And that one. The middle one stays as it is. and that's coming off, and that's coming off. So you'll end up with something like that. Now fold our little edges back on themselves, like so, and then just fold the box in on itself, like that. And then at the end, you're going to push that one in, and that folds over and tucks in. Same on the other side, fold it over, and tuck it in. And there you have it. There's your box. You can glue these edges if you want to, but when you've taken a bit more time over it, I'm rushing a bit more today, they will sit nice and neat. And there's your little box. You can make a lid for it out of cardboard as well if you want, or cardstock, or plain cardstock, a nice red lid. But I used the acetate because I wanted to see what was in it. So the acetate can be a bit tricky to score and measure and cut because it's clear, so you're not going to see me doing it. So we have a piece of acetate cut by 6 3/4 inches by 3 inches. And I've already pre-scored this one. You can't see it because I can hardly see it. So on the long end, you're going to be scoring at 1/2 inch and 6 1/4 inch. And then on the short side, you're going to be scoring at 1 inch and 2 inch. And then you are going to attempt to score it. Now you really do need a bone folder for this, because this acetate can be tricky little stuff. And as you can see, I didn't pre-score this. Maybe it would have been a good idea to have pre-scored it as well for you. It just gives you an idea of how tough it can be just to score it. Just tell it who's master. And then just score these little ends around here. And that way as well. There we go. And all we're going to do then is unfold it, and you're just going to, you can see where it's coming together. We're just going to snip the ends. I can show you on this one. Take that off and take that off. We're just going to cut those ends here. So just snip up to there, snip up to there. You can glue this as well if you wish. I'm not going to today because it will just fold in on itself and fit into your box just like that. There. Now just to finish it off, I just did a belly band, and that was a piece of cardstock 1 inch by 5, just wrapped round and secured with glue, and then finished off anywhere you like. This one I cut out one of the little houses and used the label punch just to cut out the punch in real red and to pop it on. But you can finish it off with ribbon like we did with the other one, and it's a cute little box. So I hope you like the tutorial, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.